everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my bedroom and back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that I did yesterday. I don't know if anybody knows anything about it or has tried it before, so I'm just here to talk about what I went through. Yesterday, for the first time, I tried hypnotherapy. And if you don't know what hypnotherapy is, I didn't really either, honestly. I had no clue what it was. I want to say I'd heard of it, but I didn't even know anyone that had ever tried it. The reason I had tried it is because one of my dear friends had gifted me a session with this hypnotherapist that helped her tremendously. Basically, if you guys kind of don't know what's going on in my life right now or not, like I don't know if any of you guys are new to my channel or new to any of my videos or anything like that, but as per a video that I uploaded a couple months ago, I currently am going through a situation where my dad unfortunately has stage 4 brain cancer. Because of this, I go through kind of intense mood swings. It feels like I'm a bit bipolar at times, but it's just kind of my depression creeping around and coming in and out of my life in waves. Sometimes I'm really super happy for a week, and then sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed and my entire day is ruined and I can't stop crying the whole day. I'll be extremely depressed and I go to really dark places in my mind and I think really irrational, illogical thoughts, dumb things like that my friends don't care about me, and that like I just go into like really dark places. It's really unfortunate, and I think all of it is obviously stemming around the fact that my dad has cancer and what I've gone through with him and our past and our rocky relationship. At this point, I was willing to try whatever, so my friend basically said, I'm gifting you a session for hypnotherapy. This woman has completely changed my life. So I was like, honestly, I'm down for anything. It was interesting that she had texted me because she texted me on Monday about it, and I was having one of those days on Monday. These days tend to last the whole day, and then the next day feels like a climb out, like I'm climbing out of like this pit of crap that I put myself in the whole day. I was crying like pretty much for 10 hours on Monday, and then Tuesday felt like I was just exhausted and drained and like I wasn't myself. So she said hypnotherapy is something that I could probably really benefit from, and I was like, I'll try whatever. I don't even care at this point. If it's gonna help me regulate my moods and get me out of my depressive states, then I'm willing to try whatever. So she put me in a group text with this woman, Sasha. She basically said, I'm gonna call you tomorrow and I want to talk to you a little bit on the phone. So she calls me the next day and asks me what's my current state, what's going on in my life, and I kind of give her a background history of like what's going on, what has happened in my life, what I'm currently dealing with, my intense mood swings and my depressive states that I get into. And she was like, I really feel like I can help you. Her story is actually really incredible. She's gone through a lot of trauma herself and a lot of really dark things that kids just should not have to go through when she was younger. And so I felt a real connection to her because I feel like people who have gone through trauma themselves have a little bit more empathy and like understanding of other people that are going through similar things or trauma or depression or anything like that. And so I went to her office the next day on Wednesday. She said, whenever you want to get in, and I'm like, I want to get in right away. I go into the room with her, and then we have kind of another little mini therapy session to add on to what we discussed on the phone. In the therapy session, she's just kind of like asking me all these questions about, how my situation makes me feel and what happens when I get into these low states and like how it feels on the other days. And she's just asking me a bunch of questions about myself basically and what I'm going through. And so I tell her everything, and then we get down to the hypnotherapy part, which I didn't know anything about it. Honestly, I should have Googled it before. I wasn't skeptical because I didn't really know what to expect. What she does with the hypnotizing is it gets you into an extremely relaxed state of like your brain wavelengths going down, so that way your subconscious and your conscious mind can kind of almost be in the same area because your subconscious opens up when you sleep. So she gets you into this really relaxed state by hypnotizing you. I was in this chair and I felt like I'm awake and I can hear her, but any outside noise is muffled, and my body was so relaxed that it was like I don't know if I couldn't move or if I was just so relaxed that I didn't want to move. Everything just feels like you're sleeping, but you can still hear her. When you're in that limbo sleep, when you take like a nap or something and you can still kind of hear things that are going on, that's what it felt like. So it felt like I was still in the room and still present, but my body was sleeping. It was a very interesting feeling. What she does is she just reinforces positive thinking into your mind while you're in this state, so that way it starts to implement into your subconscious mind. It was so crazy because everything she was saying It's like stuff that I consciously know. It's things that she's reinforcing things that I consciously know, that I consciously tell myself. I tell other people, like, I'm fine. I know the facts of life. I know the facts of what's going on with me. I know the facts of like the kind of person my dad is and why our relationship was that way. And I know the facts of like, I'm not responsible for the fact that he has cancer, but subconsciously I still beat myself up. Like, I still deal with this of depression. Like, I still am dealing with it and I'm still fighting it right now. But it's so interesting because when she was doing it, it's like a 19-minute hypnotherapy session of her saying all these things, and she records it, and you keep the recording and then you listen to it at night before you go to bed to literally keep implementing these ideas into your subconscious mind. And it's so crazy how it all works, and it's supposed to kind of change you and heal you from the inside out. When she woke me up with her snap out of me being hypnotized, first I felt really tired. I felt like I had taken a nap. So I was in that kind of like, whoa, this is so weird. But I felt like good. I felt very light. I felt like my insides were like light and like clean, which was nice because I had a horrible day on Monday. So by Wednesday, to feel that like cleanness from the inside, if anybody deals with, you know, the kind of stuff that I'm dealing with, you know what it feels like when you've been crying all day and the next day you're just like not normal. And Wednesday I like wasn't really normal either. And then she told me, you know, don't talk about anything negative for the next hour. Don't listen to any like whiny or sad music. When you get in your car, listen to happy music, listen to music that makes you feel good. Pay attention to like street signs and colors. Like, everything is gonna kind of look a little bit different. And I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, for sure, whatever. I went outside and seriously, it was like my vision was clear. Like, my happiest song, if anybody knows me, it's a Tame Impala song. Like, it was like even better. Like, I can't even explain, but it's so crazy because like anyone that knows me and hangs out with me knows like what song I'm talking about. Nothing in this world can rain on my parade when that song is on, and nothing makes me happier than that song. So for that song to even sound like it's even better, it was crazy. I was driving around and I was so happy. I just felt so light on my feet and airy and like good. It was like nothing could ruin my mood. Other people's seriousness and other people like work stress and things, like it couldn't break my bubble. I was in this like bubble. I kind of still feel like I'm in this bubble. It's so interesting. I think the reason why hypnotherapy works so well for a person like me too, if anyone out there is like me, I'm the kind of person where I give really great advice, but sometimes it's very easy to give really great advice and not take it for yourself, not accept it for you when you need it. You give it out to everybody and you know all the answers and you're like the logical friend that knows everything. I'm that person that I try to make all my friends feel good, especially when they're going through something, and I will like talk them up. And I think when no one is really doing that for you and saying like things that you specifically need to hear and with a soft and soothing voice, and it just makes you feel so good. If you don't have a person like that, like hypnotherapy works really well for you. And sometimes honestly a parent can tell you that or your best friend will tell you, but it's hard for you to believe it. It's like because she is a licensed therapist, she has a way of saying things that make you feel good and understand it. You know, sometimes it's hard. We don't always have people to turn to that will say the right things that we need to hear. And I feel like this person in particular, Sasha, and hypnotherapy worked so well for me because she just said the things that I really needed to hear when I was really not well. That's why I think it worked so well for my brain and for myself personally. I'm that person that gives out great advice to all my friends, and I say mostly the right things. I think I have people that I can vent to, but sometimes people don't always say the exact thing that you need to hear, and she did. So that's why I think it really worked for a person like me. So if anyone out there is similar to me, it might work for you. Anybody that's thinking about trying hypnotherapy, if you go to somebody that really knows what they're doing, that does it well and has a soft, sweet voice and makes you feel comfortable and like at ease, it is real AF, okay? Hypnotherapy is real. That is no joke. I am like, Sasha, wow. She literally changed my week. I'm gonna keep going to her, but I'm just so happy that I tried something new and something different. If you're thinking about trying it and you have anything going on in your life that you want to try to just rid yourself of from the inside out, like any type of trauma, any type of childhood things that have happened to you, anything, I strongly 10 out of 10 would recommend hypnotherapy. And I'm gonna put the name of the woman who I went went to. If you live in Los Angeles area or Southern California, I'm gonna put her name in the description so you guys can go to her too, because she really, I can't even talk her up enough. She really did change my whole week and flipped it around. Like, my week started off really bad and really low. Literally all this video was just me talking about the fact that I went to hypnotherapy and like what my experience was like, and it was A1. It was awesome. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.